Welcome to the Mere Buckeye podcast, where we dive into faith, life, and the journey of being a college student through a Christian lens. I'm your host, Brandon Edwards, and we're kicking off this semester with our theme, Masterpiece. Today's episode, The Artist's First Stroke, is all about seeing yourself the way God sees you, His masterpiece right from day one. Whether you're navigating new classes, new faces, or those first week jitters, we're here to ground you in truth. So grab your coffee, settle in, and let's explore Ephesians 2:10 together. So let's start with the verse that's at the heart of today's episode. Ephesians 2:10 says, "For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, which God prepared in advance for us to do." The word handiwork here, in the original Greek, it's poema, where we get our word poem from. It means something crafted with care, something intentional, a work of art. You, friend, are God's poema, His masterpiece. Now, I know what you're thinking. It's the start of a new semester. Maybe you're a freshman feeling overwhelmed by the campus map and the syllabus that's longer than a CVS receipt. Or maybe you're an upperclassman juggling classes, internship, and that group project nobody's started yet. Either way, it's easy to feel like you've not enough, like you're a rough draft and not a masterpiece. But Ephesians 2:10 begs to differ. God's already declared you a work of art, not because of what you do, but because of who you are in Him. So let's break this down just for a second. The first part of the verse says, we are God's handiwork. Think about an artist starting a painting. That first stroke on the canvas, it's not random, it's purposeful. It sets the tone for the whole piece. God's first stroke in creating you wasn't a mistake or an afterthought. Psalm 139 tells us He knit you together in your mother's womb, fearfully and wonderfully made. Every detail, your personality, your quirks, even the things you wish you could change, were intentional. You're not a mass product print, you're an original crafted by the ultimate artist. Now, I get it. Walking into a lecture hall with 200 strangers or staring at a blank canvas page full of assignments can make you feel anything but masterpiece material. Maybe you're worried about fitting in or keeping up or just surviving organic chemistry. But here's the thing. God didn't wait for you to have it all together to call you to His masterpiece. He sees the finished work even when you're still in the process. I'll be honest, I remember my first week as a freshman at my university. I got lost trying to find the gym, showed up at a class I wasn't even enrolled in, and spilled coffee all over my notes. I felt like a walking disaster, but looking back, I can see how God was using those moments to shape me. The nerves, the mistakes, the late night study sessions, they're all part of the canvas He's painting, and the same is true for you. Now look at the second part of Ephesians 2:10, created in Christ Jesus to do good works. This is where it gets exciting. God didn't just make you a masterpiece to sit on a shelf and look pretty. He created you with purpose for good works He's already prepared for you. That might be leading a Bible study, being a friend to someone who's struggling, or simply showing up to class with integrity. You didn't have to go looking for these work. God's already laid them out. Your job is to walk in them one step at a time. Think about it like this. An artist doesn't just slap paint on a canvas and call it a day. They add layers, blend colors, and refine details over time. God's doing the same with you. Every challenge, every late night cram session, every moment you choose to trust Him, it's another brushstroke, adding depth to His masterpiece. So, how do we live this out, especially when the semester feels overwhelming? First, you need to do this. Rest in your identity. You're not defined by your GPA, your social status, or how many clubs you're in. You're defined by the one who made you. When the world tells you you're not enough, go back to Ephesians 2:10. You are God's handiwork, period. Second, trust the process. Philippians 1:6 says, God, who began a good work in you, will carry it to completion. Those late nights, those awkward moments, those times you feel stretched thin, they're not wasted. God's using them to shape you for the good works He's planned. And finally, take one step at a time. You don't have to have your whole life figured out by midterms. Just show up where God has you today. Be faithful in the small things, studying hard, being kind, praying for your classmate who's struggling. Those are the good things and the good works God's prepared for you right now. Now, as we wrap up, I want to leave you with this. You are God's masterpiece. Not because you've earned it, but because He's declared it. The artist's first stroke wasn't a mistake, and neither are you. So as you walk into this semester, whether you're nervous, excited, or a little of both, know that the God who created you is still at work, painting something beautiful with your life. Keep going.